What a da danyo, what a dang, and God danyo. Oh, what a dang. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku. Show them where we speak truth to power. And every time when we touch it, the whole place catch fire. My brother, my sister, this is the voice of the people. And the voice of the people is the voice of God. That is why we say we don't criticize anybody. It's not a personalized issue. We deal with the issues and not the personalities, my brother. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. We don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll do that on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we continue saying we are in the service of God and country. And today, we have some issues we need to deal with as usual. And we'll go straight up into action. Over the weekend, there was so much action. My God have mercy. This is our reaction. Now, the very first story I want to look at today is taken from Ghana Web. And it says, members of Kumasi Traditional Council in crucial meeting to decide fate of Wuntumi. I read it. Now, days after serving notice to the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernard Entry Bosiakon, famously known as Chairman Wuntumi, to appear before it, the Kumasi Traditional Council is set to take a decision on the case before it. Now, according to a report by myjoyonline.com, this is coming about as members of the council have been called into a crucial meeting on the matter. Now, the report added that this meeting aims to come to a conclusion on what steps to take regarding the case before it concerning Chairman Wuntumi. Chairman Wuntumi has been declared wanted by the second highest decision-making body of the Ashanti Kingdom, whose membership is limited to traditional leaders after he made comments that ruffled their feathers. It will be recalled that during the vetting of parliamentary aspirants in the Ashanti region, Wuntumi reportedly had an altercation with the Koko Suhini Nana Kwekudria, where he made some comments regarded as challenging the authority of the Asantehene. Now, together with Maurice Ampawe, a private legal practitioner, who also made similar comments on Wuntumi Radio, the two were supposed to appear before the Kumasi Traditional Council on Monday, January 29, 2024. But the report by myjoyonline.com stated that it has chanced on an invitation letter signed by the registrar of the council, Kwame Edwisa Ajima, inviting the Nanom to reconvene for the meeting. They stated that the letter read in part that, "Greetings, Nananom. This is so respectfully. This is to respectfully inform you of the Kumasi Traditional Council's sitting scheduled for Monday, January 29, 2024 at 11 a.m. prompt. Please endeavor to attend." My brother, my sister, now the big question I want to ask right now is, was the letter written in Twi or it was written in English? I will be sad if the letter was written in English. The Ashanti Kingdom is a very powerful kingdom. In fact, it is the most popular language in Ghana aside English. It is time to push our own language and push our own culture. The Twi language stands a better chance of becoming a national language, even bigger than English language in our country. Looking at how many people speak it in all the four corners, all the cardinal points of Ghana, north, south, east, and west. I will be sad if Nananum wrote the letter in English. Please. I don't know if it was written in Twi and it was translated into English. But if it was written in English, it will be sad. Please, Nananum, always write your communique in Twi. Especially a communique like this. Now let me go into the meat of this issue. Nananum, I'm glad that we are taking this matter very seriously. I am a traditionalist and I love how our tradition is moving. I love how people uphold our tradition in high esteem. But there are some people too who look down on our tradition. There are some people who even look down on everything traditional. My brother, my sister, I want to remind you of what happened at Nogokpo. Remember when Archbishop Ajinasari made utterances that seemed very, very derogatory to traditional power and also the power of a shrine called Ashalaja, which a lot of people simply call Nogokpo. My brother, my sister, we all were angry. Preach your religion. Do not look down on other people's religion. Please concentrate on your religion. Leave other people's religion alone. Ajinasari saw that he had made a mistake. He came forward and apologized to the people. Well, the people decided to misbehave. My brother, my sister, led by a communicator who knows nothing about communication, they decided to send a very, very rude invitation to Archbishop Ajinasari. We need you here. We need you to come all the way to the shrine. We want to sit with you and talk. If you don't come, we will show you where power lies. Celestial power will ring in your ears. We saw that as so rude. I was one of the people who called the traditional council in Nogokpo to talk to them about the tone of the letter. This is not how wise people are supposed to be speaking. People who love peace, people who love decency. This is not how they're supposed to speak. You don't issue threats when you are inviting people to come over. My brother, my sister, at the end of the day, Archbishop Ajinasari called the bluff of the communicator and a few people who supported him right there at Nogokpo. My brother, my sister, what happened to Ajinasari? Koto, Nepala. Nothing happened to Ajinasari. They said Ajinasari was supposed to die after how many days? The man is still walking. They said that Ajinasari would go blind. That, oh, celestial power will hit him. Oh, he will go impotent. Oh, he will, whatever they said, nothing came to pass. But I was in close contact with the people of Nogokpo. And the top hierarchy, they were not in support of what the arrogant communicator was going around so egotistically, throwing away words and trying to popularize himself, taking advantage of the issue. At the end of the day, look at the shame they brought on the shrine. Look at the shame they brought on traditional religion. Today, if Nogokpo invites anybody, you think they will go? Today, if Nogokpo sits back and says, oh, okay, the Ashalaja shrine wants you to come over for a meeting, you think they would go? Because they sat down and watched one communicator mess up the good name of traditional religion. My brother, my sister, this is what we have to remember. Now let us come to Manshia. Chairman Wontumi decided to speak carelessly. Allegedly, he looked down on the traditional and ancient power of the Otumfuo. The chiefs were not happy, and they spoke about it and invited him to come over. My brother, my sister, his partner in crime, Maurice Ampao, also sat on the same radio station owned by Wontumi and made utterances so terrible. Have you stopped, you chiefs? Have you stopped sleeping with the small girls? You chiefs of Asante, have you stopped illegal mining, aka Galamsey? You chiefs, you cannot do anything to me. Me, I am a lawyer of repute. I even worked for the Asante some time ago. You cannot do anything to me. 2 days later, he came with his tail between his legs, apologizing and begging, with his face elongated like a hexagon. My brother, my sister, at least he apologized. At least, my brother, my sister, he begged. We don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of why he begged. Maybe Baumia told him, listen, if you go on this tangent, then you are on your own. If you say you support me, this is our stronghold. I won't sit down for you to mar our chances of becoming president. Please, if you truly stand by me and for me, you must apologize. My brother, my sister, as for Wontumi, he found solace in a hospital bed, doing photo shoots and sending the photo shoot in different positions and poses, like a model who is untrained. My brother, my sister, today Chairman Wontumi is still languishing on the hospital bed, still doing photo shoots and sending the photos out, hoping that he might be able to fool the people. But my brother, my sister, even if it is genuine that Chairman Wontumi is sick, my brother, my sister, the Asante chiefs have decided to meet. I have a word for the Asante chiefs. I'm a traditionalist. I love tradition. I love Agyapong Kwame Ayesum Miminenda. You are an ancient power. Don't behave like the Asalaja people of Nogokbo. Please, do not issue threats if you know that you cannot follow up on the threats. Make sure Wontumi comes there, or else you are going to go the same line as the people of Nogokbo. Make sure Chairman Wontumi, sick, dead, or alive, will present himself to Manshia. This kingdom took several tens of years to build. Their reputation did not come on a silver platter. Do not sit down for one person, my brother, my sister, to destroy the whole kingdom of the Ashanti, like it happened in Nogokbo. I don't know how many years it's going to take for the people of Nogokbo to be able to come back to that level where everybody feared that shrine. I am hurt. I warned them, but they didn't listen. They listened to one man who messed it up all. If you don't have the power, don't pretend you have it. The chiefs of Ashanti, Chairman Wontumi insulted you. He said you sleep with whatever. I beg your pardon, Maurice Ampao insulted you. I agree with him on one thing. The Galamsey is still going on in Ashanti. Ashanti is sacking chiefs every now and then. It doesn't inure to the benefit of this nation. But I'm not sure about you sleeping with little girls. That I don't know. My brother, my sister, make sure Chairman Wontumi reports dead or alive. And I'm going to show you some small trick. Why don't you send somebody to the hospital that he says is sick in and lying on the bed? Make your own investigations and go see. I believe that all other things remaining equal, you'll be shocked that you go to that bed and it's a cockroach that is sleeping on it. Please respect traditional authority. Chairman Wontumi, you are an Akan. You know how important the Akan kingdom is. In fact, the Ashanti kingdom. You know how it came all the way from Chum and Entry. You know how Prempeh the First was abducted and carried all the way to Mahe. Yes, in the Seychelles. You know how Ya Asantua laid down her life to be able to make this kingdom work. You know how the Ashantis fought the British in so many different Anglo-Ashanti wars, including the Battle of Nsamanko, where Sir Charles McCarthy lost his head. Why would you destroy the kingdom with one utterance? By now, Chairman Wontumi should be sending a big embargo, not little boys who are just beginning to grow beards. That is not what we're looking at. We are looking at people like Hackman or Uswajimai. We are looking at Nana Akufo-Addo himself. We are looking at all people. That is what traditional authority respects. Not little boys who smoke cigarette night and day and smoke shisha. The Ashanti kingdom has no respect for shisha smokers. You must go there with cola nuts in your mouth. You must go there with Ojain Koko, and Ojain Tuntun, and go there and pacify the people of the area. Munima mambre, mamunya muhuti se munima mambre no. But the people of Ashanti, this is a make or break situation. If you joke with it, you will be nogopolized. I leave it here. Next thing I want to look at, and I need you to come along, my brother, my sister. These are serious times. My God. My brother, my sister. Over the weekend, the people of Domi Kwabenya made me so happy. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Domi Kwabenya, they decided to kick out an arrogant, politically immature fraudster, Adowa Safo. And I'm happy. I'm going to explain all these so that it doesn't look like we are just throwing insults and throwing words that we don't understand. My brother, Adowa Safo so arrogantly left her seat as Domi Kwabenya MP, left her seat as the Minister of Women, Children, Gender, and blah, 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 social welfare, and arrogantly left and went to America, abandoned the ministry, abandoned her post as an MP. And when we sought to understand why she had vacated her seat in an AWOL, she told us, my family first. I was hurt. What kind of oath of office did Adowa Safo take? Family first or Ghana first? Adowa Safo so arrogantly disrespected the authority of the nation and disrespected the legacy, my brother, my sister, and heritage of this nation. She went to America, hopping from one TikTok table to another TikTok table, from one TikTok camera to a next TikTok camera. She was all about the family. These are not the people who are worthy of serving our nation. My brother, my sister, we want people who will say Ghana first. If they have a family issue and Ghana needs them at the point, they must go after Ghana and let the family go. That is how we can keep a nation growing. After all, it's the bigger picture. My brother, a ship cannot be sinking, and you will run after your baby when you should be helping to seal the leakage. Not many people would understand this. Producer, write this down. I said, a ship cannot be sinking, and you will run after your child to protect the child when you should be running to help seal the leakage. My brother, my sister, what does it profit a man to save a child when the whole ship sinks? That was what Adowa Safo was doing. She's politically immature, my brother, my sister, and it's so sickening. These are not the kind of people we need, my brother, my sister, to serve our nation. They are not serving the nation, they are serving their own whims and caprices, my brother, my sister. She fraudulently went to apologize to the people, and her apology smacked of nothing but arrogance. She only apologized to the president and apologized to her party. My brother, my sister, the people of Domi Kwabenya are not only party members. The people of Domi Kwabenya who you swore to serve, a lot of them belong to other political parties. And if you apologize to a political party alone, you look down on them because you are arrogant. She went around giving them popcorn and ice cream, hoping that because we are so cheap as voters, we will take ice cream, yes, yogurts, my brother, my sister, and vote for her again. My brother, my sister, why do I use the word fraudulent? We all saw her in a video dancing and saying, yes, I shall fall several times, but I shall rise again. People love me and many other people hate me. You know, me bushia didia me want Tommy. Yeah, me bushia didia me want Tommy. The lyrics she was singing is fraudulent. She is still holding on to the fiber of family first. Me bushia didia me want Tommy. Sir, Domi Kwabenya, I told you, if you had voted for this woman, I would make sure that I will remove your name from the map of Ghana. I am glad that you have removed this woman who is very, very immature politically, arrogant, and above all, fraudulent. My brother, my sister, Adowa Safo, I don't know when you will mature politically. I pray that you are able to sit back, learn your lessons well, and push away arrogance. I leave it here. My God, it's crazy. Next thing I would like to look at is in relation to this one, and it's coming from KTA Hammond. How many of us remember the coconut-headed MP? You understand when I say coconut-headed, right? He said all the youth in Ghana have coconut heads, and that they don't have common sense and brains to be able to rule. Therefore, nobody should ever think about the youth voting. This is another immature politician, despite his lengthy number of years in politics. Now, why would we say he's immature? Now, the youth form the majority in our jurisdiction here. And if politics is a game of numbers, and you go about calling the youth coconut heads, then you are in trouble. My brother, over the weekend, he also tried, my brother, my sister, to grab his seat somewhere in that shanty. Remember earlier he wanted to disqualify his contender, and the party said no, the contender must go on. My brother, my sister, look at the tantrums he threw in front of Ghana police, the kind of dirty words a man his age threw around. Listen.
I will not disorganize anything. But get him wherever he is. He should leave town. Chief, you are too about 24 years in the come and see. Metro Boys.
My brother, you can see this man here. In fact, very, very angry in front of Ghana police. And you should listen to the words. My brother, angry words. Angry words he used. Some of those words, my brother, my sister, should never be used by people with gray hair. But that's what he did. My brother, he's human. He can get angry. He can say a lot of things. But as an MP who is supposed to be called an honorable, this is so dishonorable. He won his seat. He was saying things like, oh, when did he also come? He used a lot of insulting words on his contender. And above all, he said he will beat him in the polls and would also arrange for him to be beaten physically. My brother, he threatened to visit his contender with harm. These are people belonging to the same political party. Political party. They are threatening to beat up each other to pulp. You can imagine what will happen in the real election if these are people from the same house who were casting such dangerous insinuations at each other, threatening to beat each other. My brother, my sister, you can imagine what will happen. Let me take you to Bantama, where Asansubuachi won. I clap for the people of Bantama as well. My brother, listen. Asansubuachi bore the brunt of Kennedy Agyapong. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong called him So many names, including the fact that his mother was a seller of blah, 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 blah there. And that he was a thief. He was that. He was that. He was that. And that if they voted for him, the real showdown will come. He would expose Asensu Boakye as a fraudster and a thief. Please, remember we spoke about it here. We said, okay, so if they vote for your brother, are you not going to come down with a showdown? Now your brother didn't win. I'm waiting for the real showdown. I'll leave it here. We'll go deeper into it when we return. For now, I've run out of time. Beatrice Edu is in the house. She's sporting a white jacket. Oh my God. And she's painted her lips beautifully.